All right, so here is Alfie doing training level at the Virginia Horse Trials, which was a couple weekends ago. Coming to the first fence here out of the start box. He jumps it great. I've been kind of busy, so I haven't had time to post a lot. Coming to the second fence here, he goes great. Now this is a far from perfect course. We actually have 2 refusals on this course that you will see later. It's a very hilly course, a lot more hilly than we're used to, and he did a really great job of keeping his balance. The weekend before, we had actually done a clinic with Sydney Elliott, really work on trying to keep his balance up, especially on these downhills, which I think he accomplished quite well. Third fence is this ramp, dips to the left a little bit, but nothing terrible. He got a 27.8 in dressage, and that put us in 4th place when we came out onto the cross-country course. And again, this is a far from perfect cross-country course. We do have the 2 refusals. Overall, I was still pretty happy with him. Coming to this 4th fence, he jumps it great. Up and around the corner here, we're going to come to our first combination, which are these 2 tables. Making our turn. I get him in a little deep to this first one, and I think I wound up just pulling a little bit through here, so he tapped in an extra stride. As we come up to the water here, I think a lot of people went through the novice flags, but I was just kind of paranoid about it, so I did not go through the novice flags. This water is not flagged at all, but I think it's a warm-up for our water that we go through later. As we come out here, you're going to see him hop a little bit, or jump. I don't know what he was looking at. And he jumped the ramp great. I did stud him for this. You'll see the water spots on the camera. Because it was raining a little bit, it rained basically the whole weekend, unfortunately. Nothing like pouring while we were riding, or at least while I was riding. This ramp, we got a little bit of a weird distance to. But yes, this course is a little wet, which I think played into him stopping to the first fence that he stopped at. As we come to the stone wall with brush on top of it, he jumps it great. To save time, since I'm not kind of letting him go full tilt, I did try and stay on the inside of that cluster of trees. As we come to fence 9 here, this video footage does not do it justice, but you're going over a jump down into a bowl and then coming out of it. So we needed to make sure we kept our balance up, which we did, and kept our momentum going up the hill, again, which he did, because this fence rode absolutely amazing. And just making sure to send him forward after the fence. We're going to be coming to the next combination, which is the coffin. You'll see that we get a bit of a long spot into it, but it actually wound up riding really well. I think that set up our striding well for the ditch. Sorry, I had a brain fart there. And he rode out great. Now the next fence is where he stops, and we're actually going to pass 2 other fences and just go by them. And I think he thinks that we're going to go by the training fence as well, this open air oxer, because he looked at it and then he was like, oh shit, and came to a sliding stop. I think it was a very honest stop. He was a good boy. He's trying his little heart out here. So just gave him a pat and then brought him around to go over it again. And he puts in a big effort over it. Woo! Launches over it. Super proud of him for doing that. So, not every course is going to be perfect. Not every show is going to be perfect. This is why we do this sport. I love this sport because there's always something to work on, and it's just a matter of getting everything together. Has a little bit of a slip over that, but it winds up riding out really well. Sitting back up the hill. So the next fence is also a refusal, unfortunately. This one was a bit more of a dirty stop. He should not have done this. I probably should have kept him more centered on the fence. We were definitely onto the left side of it. It is a fence that's shared with novice. It's an option on the novice course. It was not that scary, but we're going to come up to it, and then he's going to be like, dip.
Oh, God damn, buddy.
So I was kind of annoyed that he stopped at this one. The first refusal was very honest. But this second one, he shouldn't have done that. But then he goes over it.
Thank you.
Oddly enough, when they posted the scores after cross country, they did not post my refusals. Are coming down this hill to this little brush fence. And so I actually had to go to the office and be like, hey, you guys didn't post my refusals. Trying to make sure I get that good karma, which did not work out for this show. This drop off into water went absolutely amazing. He did it perfect. And as he comes out over this skinny to go up the hill, this is the last climb. He's pretty tired at this point. The next fence that we're coming to is the almost Tricaner. It's a like wannabe Tricaner, which he has been a little weird about previously, but he jumps it pretty well. And then we come to the last fence. Overall, I was still pretty happy with him. He still did really great in other areas, and he's been nothing but amazing. No horse is going to have a perfect record. And if they do, they're worth $1 million. So he still tries super hard, and I absolutely love this horse. So he's a good boy.